Today we're going to go over how to assemble our new Quick Disconnect 2 stock stomper. And everything we go over today is also fully detailed in the instructions that you'll receive with your Maywest product. As with all Maywest product, we recommend following the proper safety procedures and utilizing safety glasses whenever working with our product. So we are going to open up the box and see what we've got. Everything for a pair of stock stompers for our Quick Disconnect 2, which we refer to as the QD2, will be included in this box. And our stock stomper shoes come standard with 1/4 inch poly on the contact surface to prolong the life of the product and reduce pushing in wet conditions. The hardware kit accommodates 2 stock stompers, which come in the box, but I've separated all the hardware we'll need for one row specifically, and we'll just be working with that. So first off, we have our greasable bolt feature, which comes with a grease zerk that is a self-threading grease zerk. You'll notice that there's no threads in the hole, and that's because the threads will actually be cut by the grease zerk itself. I'm going to use a pliers here to hold the bolt for installation. To get it started, you just keep down pressure, and once it's started, it can easily be turned, and it's installed. Next, we will go ahead and take our shoe bracket assembly and mount it to the pivot point of the shoe, which we'll just slide over and then install the greasable bolt. So once the greasable bolt is installed in the pivot point, we'll go ahead and tighten up that top lock nut, and it's bottomed out, or the bolt is designed with a shoulder, so you can't over tighten or under tighten the shoe pivot point. And that's also called out in the instructions, which will come with your overall kit, and we'll have product specific information for you to reference also. So the pivot point is assembled and everything is tight. Next, we're going to move on to installing the spring. A new feature on the spring for the QD2 is an adjustable height spring, or an adjustable tension spring. And for installation, what we do is slide it over the spring retainer in the shoe bracket, and it has a threadable feature which allows you to adjust how high that stock stomper can run. To get it on the lower spring retainer, we'll just need to arc that spring down and press it into place. When we get out to the field and we want to finalize spring height, to make an adjustment, the cotter pin will have to be removed, and then the spring adjusted and the cotter pin reinstalled. Typically, you'd be doing this all at the same time, so you wouldn't need to remove it. So now that we have the height finalized per the requirements of this specific application, we will go ahead and finish assembly by inserting the cotter pin to keep the spring in place. So I've got the cotter pin started. We're just gonna tap it through with a dead blow, and once the cotter pin is through, we'll just go ahead and flare the end to keep that cotter pin in place. One of the other new features of our Quick Disconnect 2 stock stomper is the chain sleeve, which is going to benefit in multiple ways in regards to the chain binding and chaff and debris building up in that chain. And when the height of the stock stomper is adjusted, or the spring is adjusted, the chain will also need to be adjusted. Therefore, the chain sleeve will also accommodate any height of operating. You want to put the washer on the outside of the chain so that the bolt head will not pull through the chain, and the top lock goes on the back side. The standard chain is 8 links, And that 8 links will accommodate running the spring all the way inside of the shoe bracket to get your highest point of assembly. But based on where we have it for initial installation, we'll actually go down to, we'll be going down to 7 links just to keep pressure on that chain and make sure that everything stays together. And I typically leave the spare links at the bottom of the chain, because then then the spare links aren't up anywhere near the spring. And you can even cut the additional link off, but down the road, if you need that adjustment again, that spare link will be there. So what I do is I just leave it at the bottom of the chain and have it facing back towards the rear, and apply a little pressure. There we are. Now we'll just tighten everything up. The grease zerk should be greased along with recommended maintenance for the implement. So here is an assembled quick disconnect 2 stock stomper ready for installation in either a row unit or toolbar stock stomper application. And please visit our website for more informational videos in regards to stock stompers and other May West products.